Today is Friday, and this Friday is unusual because of this man here, but normally only turns up at the weekend. But he's here today to do something rather exciting and special, and probably rather annoying, aren't you?
Oh, I'm very annoying.
Bing!
Paul, you've had a bit of a beard job as like me, haven't you?
Beard job.
A BJ.
A BJ.
Beard job.
Right, what a way to start. Okay, thank you. What have we planned today? What we have planned is to bring the Turbo Project car up here where the Charlotte Church is at the moment, and then get the engine out ready to be placed inside.
To be planked in.
Plankton?
Planked.
Plonked.
Planked.
I think it's a plankton as in like whale food.
Oh, off SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Plankton.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
What we'll do is, when it runs,
yeah,
or you can shake it like champagne and do it over the...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Argos. French lager.
Oh, I bet they don't serve this anymore. Was this like them Tesco ones?
No, it's from Lidl, I think. Let's start with the plan. Again,
I've been looking for these, my gaskets.
You look like one of those people that stand outside the motorway with a tray plate.
Oh, yeah.
So we need Peter Torville up here, where Charlotte Church is at the moment. That means moving a couple of things around.
Sorry for himself on the tree.
Peter is down here, so we've got to move Nigel. We've got to move Janet Jackson. It should just go through this gap here. Okay? So the best shot is if we can take the trailer off of Fred, we'll use this. But it's going to take two of us to lift it because there's two engines and two gearboxes in it. But that was easy enough because the engines
are at the back.
In the back, so the weight is at the back. Just means it's going to be lots of fun sticking it back on there.
Big fun.
Big fun. If Janet Jackson will start now, that will come in handy, but there's no guarantee of it. Oh, well, there's a good start. Fortunately, Tom has a booster pack because I haven't any longer because somebody's stolen it.
Try it.
That's a proper one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's low on juice though, so we need to be quick on it.
He was come through the gate. Ah, well done. Charlotte moved. Well, let's just hope Fred will start as well. Oh, Fred needs a start as well, but it should start a bit easier than the other one, because the amount of power needed to start one of these is a lot less.
Hey.
Quickly.
So keep it cranky.
So it stopped, didn't it?
No.
Having to do this the traditional way. Jump start, jump leads. No, you could drive it.
Yeah, but that's the way now. I don't want to.
It's just the problem's going to be getting it out first.
Letting you drive it?
Yeah.
Or are you driving Fred?
I'll drive Fred. Fred's my car. Fred the shed made easy work of that. It's all about moving things quickly. So, oh, he switched it off. Oh no, he hasn't. Good. So now, Tom, the rather exciting task of moving this car into place.
Exactly.
But it doesn't work by itself.
You forgot your drink there, Paul.
Oh, yes, I did. There'll be one knocking about somewhere. Well done, Tom. Did you enjoy that?
I did, even though you got mucked into most of the pushing for some reason.
Yeah.
When that's supposed to be my job.
Somebody left the handbrake on, didn't they?
Someone did, yeah, some cheeky chappy.
Where we could really do well as partners is I'm forever having a cup of tea go cold.
And then I just take over.
Yeah, you just take off the leftover, yeah.
Cheers, Bob.
Then you won't want another one, will you not? But there we go, the engine with the big turbo on, almost ready to pop straight into the car. Although there are a few bits missing yet, which will have to be dealt with. Tom's project. It's not too far off becoming something, is it?
There's the manifolds there.
Now we're figuring out how to put the alternator back on.
I think so, and I can just use the drill.
Now that is parallel parking. I should have filmed it, shouldn't I? Yep.
Gonna need a hand here, my mate.
Do you reckon? Saturday. Dirty boots, green trousers, sort
Trampy
of
looking guy.
green top, beard, floppy hair all over the place.
It's Tom the Tramp.
Have the inlet manifold, which is going to be undergoing a few extra bits of things like an extra bank of injectors. So it's going to have 8 injectors, and as you can see, these have all been welded in very carefully. It's not a half-assed job at all.
No, we got to give a big shout out to Steve from Intelligent Fabs, because, like I said, he's put me fittings on each of the fuel rails and blocked the middle off. He's welded aluminium, which is really hard to weld, and put injector bosses on for me.
Yeah.
He's sorted the exhaust out for me. He's made me some blanking plates so that we can blank off the idle air control valve, because we're using an electric throttle body. So if it weren't for Emma and Steve from Intelligent Fabs, we wouldn't be at this point we're at now. Oh, he's welded me. They tie that down so that when we're hitting boost pressure, when it goes from a vacuum to the turbo getting pressure, if that didn't have that on it, it'd just shoot the injectors out of the manifold.
If it wasn't for the fact that Steve happened to come round here to
That
show
day
me
that he
something.
was welding, I'd have never met Steve.
Exactly, yeah. And then we'd have had this, and he'd been like, "Oh, how can we get to do this then?" So yeah, and you have a way with men, don't you? You do. You do. He does. He has a way with men. He just. It's like he flirts with men. You do, though, don't you? Admit it. Do you find it easier to flirt with men than with women?
I'd say so. Yeah, you're a lot more confident, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. And you've got more in common.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can offer more.
yeah, just not that.
What? Next job will be a whole load of soldering bits together on the inlet manifold. So what's this bit of plumbing device here then?
That's a petrol remote thermostat, PRT for short.
Okay.
And that is the standard thermostat with the middle tuck out, so it's always open.
Yep.
So that stops a flooding of cold water hitting the cylinder head, and the thermal reaction on the cylinder head, so they don't break.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the main problems with the K series.
And one of the mistakes that some people have made is fitting one of those and not taking the thermostat out of that.
Yeah. Exactly. So what I've done is I've used the old thermostat, but I got on discount Rover parts, and I just got 2 new O-rings because I didn't have any of my O-rings set. Probably they're a generic O-ring, and if you got like them sets you see for a couple of quid,
yeah,
you could have probably found that. But for £2, I thought might as well support the local Rover suppliers.
Yeah, you might as well.
So inside that is just brass. So I just got some snips, snipped the brass, and then got the spring out, and then snipped the backside. So it takes like the dome, wax dome out. So if you put your finger in there,
No, I'm not putting my finger in there.
okay, you don't want to finger my thermostat.
Right, I've got Boaty for this kind of thing.
What?
It's just a copper hairnet.
Yeah, this is my.
A couple of hours later, and this is all coming together rather nicely. Eh? How neat a job you're doing with this, Tom. It's almost like you are a former electrician.
Yeah.
Pity's not like a shrink sleeving thing that would do that, isn't it?
That'd go long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like this car is going to get an engine in it today. With every minute that goes by, the job that Tom's doing at the moment is a rather time-consuming one, and I've just basically got to leave him to it, find something else to do. But what he suggested is, why don't we do a live stream at the same time? So I did, and that was fun, but not particularly productive. Well, after many hours of being here, this still isn't quite ready, just due to a couple of bits that aren't quite available. Available or lost, not really sure which one it is. It really might look like not a great deal of work has happened there, but it was 3 hours worth of just fiddling around with bits of things. Tom's very good at this. He really does. You get talking to him about how it's going to work, and he has got the answers. So it's very exciting. Hopefully tomorrow, provided a couple of bits turn up that he needs, that engine could actually be in the car. It could well be in the car. Well, it is Sunday. This is the third consecutive day Tom is here to do some work on Peter Torville, the 500 brake horsepower Project Rover 25. Anyway, we have a slight problem now.
Tramp watch.
Tramp watch?
Yeah.
Don't get too close.
Have you got any crank?
Oh, balls. So, what's occurring, Tom?
I'm just getting all the wiring fitted on the engine and retrofitting a knock sensor.
Why does it need a knock sensor now and it didn't before?
Well, the new SEAC version of the K series does have a knock sensor.
Alright, I see.
And I think they just never fitted it, but the boss is there for it.
But there's a hole for it.
Well, I think that is the for it. You've just got to drill and tap it. So I've got to figure out which I'm going to do now.
This is the third day working on this, and I was fully expecting for this engine to be in this car by the end of the day.
Bits haven't arrived yet though, that's a pain in the arse, you know, when you're ordering off AliExpress and stuff, doing a budget build.
AliExpress, when you want your parts after it's too late.
Yeah, basically.
So down to a couple of unarriving parts. It looks like this engine cannot possibly go in the car even today. That is a shame. It's so close to being able to go in, but we can't put it in because there's a bit on the fuel rail that has to go in with the engine. It can't go in afterwards, apparently. Are you still really happy, Tom?
Yeah, it's just a bit windy, isn't it?
I know it's a bit windy, but I'm just wondering whether you're getting frustrated and about to blow your lid.
No, not yet. So we've got the internal wastegate, the boost reference straight out the compressor housing, and the solenoid there, and then that goes back into the inlet manifold.
And then a whole load of non-standard spaghetti.
Basically, yeah.
Well, I am hungry, but oddly enough, you'll never guess what Tom's searching for inside the bag.
Sausage roll for Paul.
A sausage roll. How about that? At the moment, I'm going to have to just leave him to do what he's doing now. The rain came along, the frustration started, and Tom started to pull his hair out. And now he appears to have lost something rather vital for this particular mission. And he's going to turn around and smile. He managed it. The lockup has just been emptied of the car to make space to find things and to make space. There may well be just a couple of vital parts hidden amongst the stuff down here. Now the car's out of the way, Tom, feel free to pick things up and move them should you need to. Well, the time is now 1:45, and unfortunately Tom has to go, which is weird because I don't for a change, but we haven't really got accomplished what we was hoping for. Now initially we was thinking we might be able to get the engine in this car today, wasn't we, Tom?
Yeah.
But that thing that's missing, what's that piece that hasn't arrived yet? Oh, it's off the inlet manifold, isn't it?
Yeah, off the inlet manifold.
And there's a couple of bits on this that don't want to go together as well. The
Aircon, basically, yeah.
aircon, because the exhaust manifold is in the way. Oh dear. Didn't think of that, did you not? You didn't think of that, did you not, eh?
No.
No, I did. I told you, that's going to be in the way. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Right, thanks. Solutions would be to remove the aircon altogether and relocate the alternator down there like they are in a non-aircon model, or as Tom said, to strip the compressor itself so it's just the pulley and the bolt basically.
Yeah, basically.
So basically saw it in half. Well, that would be it, wouldn't it? You split it down the middle there.
Yeah, we'd need to just undo them, wouldn't we?
But I think if it could be split right down the middle, so it's still attached but just doesn't do anything. You always need a helicopter shot in. And so, unfortunately, that is where this video ends, with the engine. That was a Range Rover. Why do they need to make Range Rovers that sound like that? Well, possibly for the same reason as we want to make a car that looks like this go the same. Right, one day hopefully. Unfortunately, Tom had to go, and that is the weekend over with. So, until next weekend, that's it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing and liking and being a channel member. All of the things I could possibly thank you for, I'm about to do right now. In fact, I have done. Thanks for watching so far.